Ho ho hello there and welcome back to Matt Facts. So today, to get even more into the Christmassy season, we're going to talk about the origins of Santa and kind of Christmas and where it all comes from. So when you're talking about Santa, you kind of are talking about three main historical, mythological, religious figures and the holidays associated with them coming together to make our modern day Santa. So I just want to point out my sweater has an awesome hood, you know, if you don't have your own beard, you got a beard. It's a dope sweater. Okay. Anyways, so the first holiday we're going to talk about is Yule. So Yule was kind of the festival of the wild hunt for the Germanic and Norse people. And there it was celebrating kind of Odin and him hunting. One fun tradition they have is the Yule goat, where Thor would have a goat he would kill and eat every day, and then the next day it'd be reincarnated so he could kill it and eat it again. And then from Odin and Yule, the British kind of made up their own figure, Father Christmas, in the 1600s. So Father Christmas wasn't quite Santa. Father Christmas was meant for adult merrymaking and kind of partying, so almost more of a like Bacchus figure, but he was kind of based on Odin. And then from there, we had the next main figure, Saint Nicholas, because the Christians, they weren't such a big fan of Yule, and they were kind of trying to take over those Norse Germanic tribes and bring them into the Christian fold. So they had their feast day of Saint Nicholas around the same time in December. If you don't know, Saint Nicholas was a patron saint. He was alive in the early 300s. He was known for generosity. He was a very wealthy man who would sometimes give gold to people in their windows to help them not be attacked or sold into slavery. He would sometimes give out small gifts. So that's why his feast day in December was kind of come to be known as a gift-giving holiday. And so the Christians thought, great, let's take our St. Nicholas and his feast day and jam it with Yule, so that way the Norse can still celebrate around then, but in a more Christian way. And so from St. Nicholas, we get Sinterklaas, who was kind of the Dutch version of St. Nicholas, and that's what the Dutch called him, which eventually is how we get the name Santa Claus. Let's talk about Kris Kringle. So Kris Kringle is kind of the English mess up of a German word, which was based off Christkind or Christ child, because the Protestants and the Lutherans, they were trying to get away from saint worship. They believed that Christianity should really just be about Jesus and God. So they made their gift giver during the winter holidays baby Jesus, since it's Jesus' birthday. So that's where the Kris Kringle part comes from. And then you take all three of those, you take Kris Kringle, Sinterklaas, Father Christmas, smash them together, and you get our modern day Santa, who started showing up in different poems in about 1823 and some different cartoons known by an artist named Thomas Nast, who was kind of the one who got popular for the modern image. And then lastly, kind of the big hit that made who modern Santa is was Coca-Cola in 1931 hired an artist to make an image of Santa for their advertisements, and that became kind of the image everyone got in their head, because at that point there was no like one solid image of what Santa looked like until Coca-Cola came around. So they didn't invent Santa, they just made his modern image. So I'm Matt, those were some Santa facts, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!